Good morning, everybody. I thought I'd tell you a story, and we'd walk through the neighborhood, and you could see some of the front yards. They're quite lovely. So I'm going to talk about 1965, when I was in San Francisco. I had a little studio apartment where the bed came out of the wall over the couch. It had a kitchen with one table and one chair, a little table, and bathroom. And it was 2 blocks off of Market, and 1 block up on Market, if you went to the right, was the USO. Now, the USO was quite a large building right off the Main Street Market. That's the main street in San Francisco. And when you walked in, it was an aisle, maybe 4 foot wide, and it went straight down the middle of the building. On each side were couches and armchairs that people could really relax in, and behind those were bookshelves. So it was covered with books, and the men could come in. Anyone from any country who was in the military could come in and sit down and relax, maybe go down. We had a little kitchen and a window, and we would serve sandwiches and drinks, water, no liquor, but they could sit there and they could read, and there were women, young girls like myself, that were wandering around, keeping the place clean. Then you would go downstairs, a winding staircase, down to the basement, where every Friday and Saturday they would have dances. Well, this is about one of those Friday and Saturday dances. I did a lot of things that were just kind of, I did whatever I wanted to do. And I met a lot of the girls. One was Patricia. She was a tall, willowy blonde. And with her was this frumpy, kind of mousy brown hair woman that she was about 4 years older than the rest of us. And they were very good friends. I didn't know they were roommates, but they were friends. So I would pull a lot of stunts, a lot of, I just pull a lot of stunts on people. So we would, on Fridays and Saturday nights, we'd all go as a group. We never single dated, or at least I didn't. I was always with a group, and there'd be a group of guys and a group of girls, and we'd walk down Market Street, and we'd go get something to eat. For whatever reason, I really don't know why I did this, to be honest with you. It just got in my head. The devil was on my shoulder. We're walking down the streets, and this woman, who turned out her name was Janet was walking down the street with this guy, and they were really having a great conversation, and I think she really liked him. You know how it is. And I'm behind them in a group. I'm not with anybody. I'm just in a group, and I'm watching them, and it's so funny, and it's not funny. She didn't think it was funny. Anyway, I walked up, not walked, but kind of ran up past them, and I went, "Oh, Janet, you're with a different guy tonight. Where's the guy you were with last night? He was so nice. He was so cute. I'll see you guys later." And she was so furious. Her and this guy kind of got into a little tiff. "Oh, I'm the..." And I just kept going. I was just the biggest pain, because I would pull these stunts all the time. She ended up being my next roommate. And she told me how much she disliked me because of all the stunts I pulled. I did this more than once to many different people, but I think I did it to her 2 or 3 times. She hated when I was in with all of them, because she never knew what I was going to do. You just didn't know. I just did whatever I wanted to do. So yeah. So I ended up being her roommate, and she passed about 10 years ago. We stayed friends all these years, but she sure didn't like me when she first met me, because I was just a brat. Just a brat. That was the one adventures that I had in San Francisco. I loved being there. The city was clean. You could practically eat off the streets. We'd go to the water fountain. There used to be one in front of the courthouse. And we'd take our shoes off and walk around in this circular water fountain with this statue standing up. It was a woman. It was beautiful. We'd sit there and we'd talk for hours and hours. So I have good memories of San Francisco. I don't go anymore. Of course, you know why. It's a very sad scenario. But I certainly, as a young girl in 1965, had a great time. And I enjoyed all the people I met. And we met thousands and thousands of servicemen from all over the world. Italian submariners, Australian guys, just all kinds of people. It was quite a fun time for us. It was a great time to be 17 and 18. I hope you enjoy seeing all these beautiful flowers. And I want to thank you for watching, subscribing, liking, and sharing. I hope you enjoyed this little story. Here's my little Marley, and I'll see you next time.